Alright, I just want to quickly go over how you're going to do these marble slide activities that you're doing today. So the idea with the marble slide is there will be lines that are on the graph, and if you launch the little purple ball, it will knock out all of the stars. So let's just look at a couple things you'll be asked to do. So for example, here we have 3 stars. Our purple ball is up here, and it says that we need to change one number in the row below to fix the marble slide. So you can see right here that this line right here has a positive slope, but clearly our stars have a negative slope. So if I change this slope right here to negative 1/2, now if I click launch, it will knock out all of my stars. Now, maybe I wanted to change that instead of maybe negative 1/2. Maybe I thought negative, let's see, let's try negative 4/7. Okay, that's a different slope there, but it still works. So you don't have to be exact on these, just something that will cause that purple ball to hit all of your stars here. Okay, for some of these you might need to change the slope. For some of them you might need to change the y-intercept. There might be some where you need to change both. Okay, here's another thing that I want you to see. This is something that we have not really looked at yet. So it says to change one number in the row below to fix the marble slide, and you can see it looks like this line is lining up pretty well with the first 3 stars, not the last one. If I click launch, it works great for the first 2 stars, but then they fall off too quickly. So what we're going to change on this one is not the equation of the line. You can see over here to the end, we've got these squiggly brackets, and it says x is less than 4. Watch what happens if I change 4. If I make 4 5 instead, notice right here, instead of the line stopping at 4 where it stopped before, it goes a little further. It goes over here to 5. Or I could change it to 6 or 7 or 8. I could change it to 10. Notice if I change it to 10, I've got all 3 of these lines. They look great. All 3 of these stars, they look great. But the balls go too far and don't get this star down here. So 10 is probably a little too far. Let's back that up to 7 and see if it'll work. And that works beautifully and gets all of your stars. So this right here will change how far that those stars go. You will get some of these where you have to type in a prediction. So it says right here, your friend won't get many stars like this. What changes would you make to the equation to help your friend collect all the stars? Why are those changes going to work? So here, if I look at these stars, I can see that they're all in a perfect line. And if I find the slope of that line, it looks like it's down 2 to the right 1. So I could say something like the slope of the line needs to be -2. I might also want to change the y-intercept. I could say the y-intercept needs to be, maybe it would work if I did 6 right here, maybe a little bit below. I'm going to say 5. We'll see if that works. And then you'll click share with class, and it'll let you see other responses here, but of course nobody's done this one yet. So then it's going to say use your own advice from the last screen. Did it help? So if I try what I said -2x plus 5, and I'm going to launch that, and yes, it worked well. Now, so you'll go through and you'll do, I think there's 16 or 17 slides that you'll do. Then you will get here to the end, and you'll see this where it says keep at it. Now move on to several final challenges. try to complete them with only linear equations and as few linear equations as possible. So, whenever you get to this part is optional, but it will be extra credit. So, for each one of these challenges that you can get to work, you will get 1 point extra credit on the first test that we'll take this quarter. So, let me just show you this first one. And this is the first one you'll have, so you could copy what I'm doing here if you haven't quit listening to me. So, you can see here, this is going to take more than one line, because I need to get all of these here. So, this one is going to be a little bit difficult. I'm going to pause right here to put in a few, and then I will let you see what I come up with. Okay, so for this one, what I need to happen is right here, I need to get this star right here, but then I need the lines to go on either side. This is going to take more than one line, so I'm going to start with y equals x, which is this green line right here, and I need to move that up to get it underneath these stars right here, so I'm going to change that y-intercept to maybe 4. Okay, but I don't want to use that whole line. I just want to use the piece that starts right here below that first star. So it looks like that the x coordinate right there is 10. So I'm going to add in my brackets here, the squiggly brackets, that x is less than 10. Okay, so that works nicely there. And you can see if I hit launch right now, it's doing pretty good because some of those fall off to the side, but we don't have it yet. So I need another line right here, and so that would have to have a slope of negative x, and then I'm going to have to change that y-intercept. Let's try 16. Not enough. 20. Still need some more. 24. That works great right there. But I only want this graph right here to start at this point, which is 10. So I'm going to say that x is greater than 10 right here. So now, if we launch, look what happens. That works really well, but we have a problem because we are not getting this star down here at all. So I have an idea. If I could cut off this line right here, so that there was another line that came in here, it would get that star right there. Now, let me show you how to do this. So this purple line right here, we're dealing with this equation. I want this to work from 10 right here. You can see right here, if I click on this line, that right there is at x equals 10, up to right here, our x right there is 15. So let me show you how to type this in. You're going to say 10 is less than x less than 15. So always put your lowest number first and always use less than values. So 10 less than x less than 15 will get you the line only from 10 up to 15. So that cuts that line off, and I'm going to go in here and put in a second line down here that's going to cause us to catch this star right here. So I need a positive slope. I'm going to try 1/2 x, and that might work right there. I think it's going to hit the star. I might want to try maybe a -1 to get it below right there. And so we should see now all of the little purple balls that go this way should come down here and hit the star. Let's see if it works. Okay, so that almost worked, but all those balls went right underneath that star. So let's try making our y-intercept here just a little higher. So let's do negative 0.5. Oh, 0.5 there. And let's try and see if it'll work now. And there we have success. We've got all of those. So this is an example of what you could do for one of these challenges. There's several challenges. Some of them are pretty difficult. So every one that you can get to work, you will get extra credit for.